Morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock and we will get started. And of course, we're broadcasting this live again on Facebook, and it'll be available on our Facebook page after the fact. My name is Mark Rogstad. I'm the Media Relations Manager for the City of Saskatoon, and today joining us again is Terry Schmidt, who is the General Manager of Transportation and Construction for the city here. He's going to give us an update on the progress that was made on our snow grading and snow clearing efforts over the weekend, and we'll be able to give you some details on that. And then, of course, we will open it up to our journalists for some questions after the fact. So, again, without any further delay, I'll turn it over to Terry now.
Good morning, and thank you, Mark, and thank you, everybody, for joining us here again today. As Mark mentioned, my name is Terry Schmidt, and I'm the General Manager of Transportation and Construction for the City of Saskatoon. Yesterday, again, I had the opportunity to travel throughout the city and inspect some of our streets. And our crews have been making great progress over the last few days and nights, and we will continue to work 24 hours a day until the driving lanes are cleared on all residential streets in all the neighborhoods across the city. The residential clearing schedule is available at Saskatoon.ca/snow. And with nearly 300 crew members clearing snow 24 hours a day, the schedule is frequently changing, and it has again changed this morning. So I would encourage you to keep checking online for updates. Progress is better than anticipated, and many neighborhoods have been bumped up the schedule. Should this pace continue, we're estimating having completed clearing of the driving lanes on every residential street in every neighborhood by tomorrow. That's 3 days ahead of the originally planned date of Friday this week. So thank you to everybody for all your efforts and great work in allowing us to accelerate the plan. We're working simultaneously throughout the entire city. At first, we planned on focusing efforts on clearing those streets worst affected or those with higher traffic. But with the increased capacity, crews are clearing snow from driving lanes on all streets in every neighborhood citywide. This has proved to be the most efficient method while still getting to all neighborhoods quickly. Our crews are going to back lanes as well to level out the snow or pack it down to improve mobility. This work is happening at the same time as residential clearing. However, if there's still problem areas after the initial pass through, our crews will return once all neighborhoods and major roadways are addressed. Our first priority is to clear snow from the driving lanes on the streets so all types of vehicles could get into and out of the neighborhoods. This will mean that there may be impacts on parking availability in the neighborhoods when the snow clearing is completed. Residents are not required to move their vehicles, but if able, crews will greatly appreciate more space to complete the work and the ability to clear streets more fully. Piles of snow left on streets after snow clearing will vary by neighborhood. And this is because it's dependent on the street's width and the amount of accumulated snow. We will endeavor to use alternate storage areas and minimize the piles. However, there may be ridges left adjacent to parked cars, and residents will be responsible for any removal adjacent to their vehicles that may be needed to get out of the parking spot. Please reach out to friends and neighbors if you cannot clear these away on your own. And we ask that residents not move snow back onto the cleared streets. After the initial pass-through neighborhood, at times, piles of snow have been left in places that interfere with someone's ability to pull in and out of their driveway or another inconvenient situation. These situations have been identified, and we have developed small mobile crews and have begun mobilizing them out to neighborhoods to clean up these locations as quickly as we can get to them. After clearing has been completed in all neighborhoods citywide, crews will be returning to streets for snow removal. We're in the process of coordinating and scheduling this work with the intent to start snow removal in the neighborhoods later this week or early next week. Nighttime work might cause some noise disturbances, and we apologize for that, but working through the night has been key in allowing us to significantly reduce the schedule to complete the work. As the city continues to clean up after the severe winter storm, our crews are making every attempt to perform scheduled garbage and recycling collections. Cart accessibility on some streets and back lanes will be a determining factor. So please place your cart in front or 4 feet to the side of all snowbanks and snow piles, not on top or behind. The schedule for residential snow clearing was originally developed so that it didn't overlap with collection schedules. However, with the schedule being advanced, there will be some instances where this is not the case. In those situations, crews will move the bins onto driveways and then move them back onto the street. This will not affect situations where collections are completed on back lanes. With a huge accumulations of snow, the clearing operations are resulting in some snow piles. For your safety and the safety of your children, we ask that no one climbs on the snow piles or builds tunnels through them, as the weight of that snow could be very dangerous. This was an extraordinary event, and we remind you that winter driving conditions remain while this extensive cleanup is underway. Drive with caution and continue to avoid unnecessary travel if you can. Our crews are sanding and salting to treat ice as snow is being cleared from roads. Please keep an eye out for the blue and amber flashing lights on snow equipment and stay 2 to 3 vehicle lengths behind, and be prepared to stop quickly. We know that all neighborhoods across the city have been impacted by this snowstorm. We're working to get to all neighborhoods as quickly as we can. As of this morning, clearing has been completed on 43 neighborhoods across the city. Clearing is also underway or will start later today or tonight on an additional 20 neighborhoods. By tonight, clearing will have been restored or work underway in a total of 63 or 97% of the 65 residential neighborhoods on the schedule. As I mentioned earlier, please check the schedule at Saskatoon.ca/snow frequently for when your neighborhood is scheduled. We also continue working on removing snow ridges in school zones. Crews have been working the last few days and again worked all night last night, and approximately 75% of school zones have had the snow ridges removed. Crews will return to complete the snow ridges on the remaining school zones tonight when it is safe to complete the work. For those school zones with snow ridges remaining, we ask that everyone exercise extreme caution while navigating school zones when snow ridges may impact pickup and drop off as well as sight lines. Tonight's snow clearing will also start on industrial streets, and snow removal will start on streets in the downtown business improvement district. As residential streets are completed, additional crews will be shifted to more industrial streets and to other business improvement districts. We're throwing everything we've got at this to help you and your family get where you need to go safely. We're working around the clock, day and night, and we've hired local contractors to help us get to you faster. That's nearly 300 crew members with plows, sanders, graders, tandem loaders, and dump trucks. At this time, I'd like to thank all city and contractor personnel that have been working day and night since this storm event. In addition to the nearly 300 road crew members clearing the streets, there are many more people with both the city and contractors behind the scenes supporting and orchestrating the work. This includes mechanics and technicians keeping the equipment running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In many instances, some of this equipment has not stopped since the snowstorm started. Supply chain management, ensuring there's sand and salt to treat the roads and fuel to keep the equipment running. Teams of engineers and technicians securing contractors and scheduling and coordinating multiple crews throughout the city and inspecting the work. Support and administrative staff keeping city yards operating safely and efficiently. And a communications team keeping the residents and media informed of progress and plans responding to the storm event. And I know there are many more of you, and for those that I forgot to mention, my apologies, but a heartfelt thanks and gratitude to every one of you. They have sacrificed time away from friends and family to get the city moving around again. Once again, thank you for helping your neighbors, remaining patient during the citywide snow cleanup, and for staying safe around the snow removal equipment on our streets. And thank you to those who have taken time to express your gratitude and thanks. It is greatly appreciated and encouraging and motivating and helps us keep going. Saskatoon Transit is operating on regular schedules with a few minor disruptions on several routes. We encourage you to use Transit app, Google Transit on desktop, or visit Saskatoon.ca to check on the transit schedule, routes, and any service alerts when planning your trip. You may also visit Saskatoon.ca/snow for information about the residential snow clearing schedule, links to our news releases, which provide valuable information on our progress and other service updates, news conferences on our YouTube channel, and general information on our priority road system, snow clearing program, and some of the questions you might have.